Welcome to the Tower Update. I'm Daniel Whittington, and today we're going to talk about lions. Now, you find lions all over the property at Wizard Academy. There's a couple reasons for that. One, we sort of love what they represent, but also lions are tribal animals. We do have one tiger on the property, but he's alone. So, as you roam, you may encounter all of them, some of them. I'm going to give you a little bit of the backstory of each. So what we have right here is Fincher and Osmond. Now these are, most lions when you find them are perched, sort of sitting on their haunches, and Roy always says they sort of look like dogs. But these lions are on the prowl. As a matter of fact, just for my own purposes, every time I walk past these, I think of two things. One, I always think of that scene in the Never-Ending Story when he has to walk between the sphinxes, and I think, courage, have courage. I keep looking for the eyes to crack open. And the second is I think of that movie, Ghosts in the Darkness, with Val Kilmer. And at night, I'm always sort of waiting for these lions to pounce. Where do we get the names Fincher and Osmond? Google it. You'll see. Now, next on the list is, for me, Samson's lion, which is on the back side of the tower. You're only going to find that if you take a walk from the tower dining room and head out into the woods to the opposite side, the north side of the tower. And on the back there, you'll find a statue of Samson prying open the jaws of the lion. This marble statue is a copy of the one that stands in the Grand Cascade at Peterhof Palace in St. Petersburg, Russia. It's based on a passage in the 14th chapter of Judges. As Samson approached the vineyards of Timnah, suddenly a young lion came roaring toward him, and he killed the lion with his bare hands. Because yes, lions can also be enemies. Next, I'm going to talk about the lion that you'll find at Engelbrecht House up on the drawbridge that crosses between two parts of the rooms in the upstairs. The lion at the top of the stairs at Engelbrecht is named Willys, named after the Jeep based on a quote from John Steinbeck when he described Rocinante as a war surplus Willys Jeep, scarred and brown and dangerous as an aged lion. You'll find our aged lion asleep at the top of the catwalk, sitting in the sun. Now in Spence Manor, if you ever have the pleasure of staying there, in the dining room next to the kitchen, there's a lion laying down on the floor. That one is an interesting one from an auction. That one comes from Carolans, built in 1913. It was the last of the great homes built during the mansion building spree triggered by the residents of W.K. Vanderbilt in 1881. U.S. government even considered purchasing Carolans to be used as a Western White House at one point. When it went up for auction, the lion that we now call Count Dandini came to live in Spence Manor. And last but not least, we have Melvin the Doobie Lion. Now, why do we call him that? It's kind of a strange story. Every year in Buda, Texas, they hold what's called the Wiener Dog races. And Roy Williams and his marketing firm do all of the poster design and advertising for the event. It's the largest wiener dog, maybe the only wiener dog race in the world. And as long as Roy has been involved, they've done the advertising for free. Now, originally, the one who did all the artwork for the event was Sean Taylor. If you've been out here at all in the last 15 years, you probably met Sean Taylor. And at one point, they were going to give Roy an award for all of the work he had done for the Lions Club, because the wiener dog races go to benefit the Lions Club in Buda. Roy couldn't be there because he needed to be at an auction to purchase a lion that was rescued from a palace being demolished in India. So Sean Taylor took his place at the event to accept the award. Rightly so, because honestly, Sean Taylor had been doing most of the design work. That lion was rescued and brought back to the Wizard Academy campus and placed at the entrance to the Welcome Center when you arrive on the property. We named him Melvin in honor of Melvin Jones, founder of the Lions Club. At one point, one of our friends, Rich Man, walked out the front door and looked at Melvin and said, "He looks like he's been smoking a doobie." And forever after, he has been referred to as Melvin the Doobie Lion. Until tomorrow, may your crazy stay this side of legal, and may you return before we have time to miss you.